Hi there and welcome to another Lanzarote Information video. I'm Mike from Lanzarote Information, and this week I'm going to be talking to you about Carnival, or as we say here in Spain, Carnaval. Now, Carnival is one of the really big, probably the biggest fiesta that we enjoy here in the Canary Islands, and in fact it's big all across Spain. Today I'm going to tell you the origins of it, how it came about, how it works here on the island, and give you lots of tips and information about enjoying Carnival as well. Now, contrary to popular opinion, we didn't steal Carnival from South America. In fact, we gave Carnival to South America. The Spanish, when they conquered South America, Brazil, Argentina and all of those countries, took Carnival with them. So it's been a tradition in Spain for hundreds and hundreds of years. And like so many of the great fiestas we enjoy here in Spain, its roots are in religion, specifically in the Catholic religion. And Carnival is all about having a final big blowout before the abstention required by the festival of Lent. So it's those sort of last few days before Lent where you're supposed to give things up, and it's an opportunity to lose your inhibitions, to do pretty much whatever you want to do within reason, to dress up as a character and just behave completely differently to the way you would normally. Now, the first mention of Carnival goes here in the islands goes all the way back to 1605. So it was obviously brought over and instituted over here fairly soon after the conquest of the Canaries. And even in that 1605 write-up about Carnival on the islands, there was a mention of men dressing as women. And you'll see a lot of that, a lot of cross-dressing in Carnival, and it's just become a feature of it over the years. It's interesting that Franco actually banned Carnival in Spain in the period 1940 to 1960. That didn't stop us in the Canaries, because the Canarians just changed the name to Winter Fiesta and carried on exactly as they had before. Carnival's very important here in the Canaries, and in fact the Carnival procession in Santa Cruz de Tenerife is the second largest carnival in the world after the one in Rio de Janeiro. And last year around 400,000 people went to Tenerife to enjoy the Santa Cruz Carnival. Now, although Carnival in Lanzarote is smaller, it's no less exciting, and it's loads and loads of fun. And as I said before, the dates are very much based upon what's happening for Lent. And the first Carnival procession in Lanzarote always takes place on the Saturday after Shrove Tuesday. So Shrove Tuesday, which I think a lot of people know as Pancake Day, the first Carnival procession will take place on the Saturday after that. Now, I'm being cagey about this deliberately because nearly always, and in fact I think pretty much always, the first Carnival procession is always here in Arrecife. And it then kind of rolls around the island. For example, last year the order was Arrecife, then it was San Bartolome, then it was Puerto del Carmen, Tinajo, Teguise, Aria, and then Yaiza and Playa Blanca. But sometimes they move those around, so the order isn't the same every year. So where I'm sitting right now on the 1st of September, and I know that the first Carnival procession will be the Saturday after Shrove Tuesday, but I can't at this stage 100% guarantee that that will be Arrecife, or it could be Puerto del Carmen, for example. So we don't put the dates out for Carnival until they are finally confirmed. So that's just a caveat, and sorry if I've laboured the point on that. But that is basically how Carnival works here. So it's kind of a week in each of the municipalities, and they'll have various events leading up to the big Carnival main event, the main Carnival parade, which is almost always on the Saturday of their Carnival week. So, for example, in Arrecife, they will have a drag queen competition that will run during the week. They'll have batucada competitions. Those are the drums and the drummers that you'll hear playing at Carnival. And then it will all culminate in the big procession. And a lot of people do every single municipality. So a lot of the people you will see on the floats in whichever carnival you go to, will do all of the municipalities. So they'll have several weeks of going all around the island and doing their various routines and showing off their skills. And then in each municipality, of course, the locals all join in, and so do a lot of people who are here on holiday or just visiting the municipality to enjoy the carnival there. Now, our own one, Aria, is usually towards the end of the whole carnival season. It's either the last one or the penultimate one, certainly in recent years. And what that means is that by the time the main people from the main parades have got to Aria, they're really good at what they do. So you get a very good show in terms of the dancing and the drumming and the music and the whole choreography of the event. So we love that. And the one in Aria always finishes with an epic party in the plaza, and there will be chiringuitos there selling beers and Cuba Libres, which is very much the drink of carnival, and churros and snacks and all kinds of good stuff. Now, the other thing that each municipality does is to pick a theme for Carnival. And if I just look at last year's themes, we had the magical world of Disney, we had Pixar, Alice in Wonderland, Pirates, the world of television, Star Wars, and beautiful and beloved Mexico. So there's quite a variety of themes. Now, if you're going to enjoy Carnival, you can choose to follow the theme, but you don't have to. You can do your own thing. And it works particularly well if there's a group of you who all dress up in the same way. For example, over the years, we've been to Carnival with groups dressed as Smurfs. We've done it as scuba divers, as snowboarders, cowboys, and all kinds of things. So you can choose your own thing, or you can decide to go with the theme of Carnival. And what you'll find in the weeks leading up to Carnival is that a lot of the shops in Arrecife and Playa Honda have loads and loads of Carnival gear in. So they'll have the makeup you can use to make your face up. They'll have wigs, they'll have whole outfits if you want to go as, Wonder Woman or whatever you want to do. You'll see the stuff there for both adults and kids. So again, if you want to join in, it's relatively easy to buy the gear to do so. And most of us who live here, we've been living here a long time now, we have almost a whole room up at the house just full of carnival stuff from over the years, so we can pretty much find whatever we need for any given theme that we decide to do. And I think that's an important point, because I think too many visitors to the island come and watch Carnival, and they'll rock up in Puerto del Carmen and sit in a bar or restaurant with their phone or their video camera, and they'll enjoy it and they'll cheer it on, and they'll shoot lots of photos and video of it. Your experience will be so much better if you become part of it, and you're very much encouraged to do so. So if you're going to be here, for example, for the Puerto del Carmen Carnival next year, find out what the theme is beforehand, visit some of those shops in Playa Honda and Arrecife and buy yourself an outfit. And it means that as well as enjoying watching the parade go by you, you can then just sort of walk off the terrace you're on and join in and actually, get in with the rhythm of the drums and enjoy walking up and down the parade and talking to other people and sharing drinks with them. It's much, much better if you're part of it, particularly for the party at the end, because you're very much in the club with all the other groups of people who've been part of the parade. So that's it. If you want to check on the dates for Carnival in the upcoming year, then I would suggest you don't start looking until around October, which is when they start to get firmed up. But if you go to lanzaroteinformation.co.uk and use the search box to type Carnival dates, that will take you straight to the article we have on there, where we will have all the latest date information. So, if you do that today, you'll get the 2025 dates, which of course are in the past, and that's only because we don't have 2026 dates yet. But we will start to get those through the month of September, late September, early October. So keep checking back, maybe bookmark that particular article. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to, if you haven't already tried it, try our newsletter, our weekly newsletter that I write every Friday, and I've done so since 2008. Have a look in the description below and you'll see a link to do it, to get it for a couple of weeks and see what you think. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please give us a like. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Bye for now, everyone. Bye.